Welcome to this Yamaha discovery video on taking the first steps with multipads. The multipads play short, rhythmic and melodic sequences that can add impact and variety to your keyboard performances. To play a multipad, press any of the multipad control buttons labelled 1 to 4.
Put your hands together. Clap.
Some multipads play a one-shot sequence and stop by themselves. Other multipads play loops. You can play all 4 loops together. To stop multipad playback, press the stop button. With Synchro Start, your selected multipad will play as soon as you hit a note. Press the Sync Start button and choose a multipad. Then play a note. When Synchro Start is used and the accomp is switched on, the multipad playback starts when you play a chord in the chords section. The multipad phrases automatically change pitch to match the chords you play. Multipads can also trigger the playback of your own audio files. Use USB memory or the user drive for your audio files in Psr Sx. Press Menu, select M-Pad Creator, and choose Audio Link Multipad. Touch the multipad you want to trigger your audio, then select your audio file. The playback volume can be adjusted here. Audition your new multipad by pressing the corresponding multipad button. When you're happy, touch the Save icon to name and store your new multipad bank. Let's start with the home display. The display is divided into color-coded areas for voice, style, song, etc., allowing you to see at a glance an overview of the current settings. Pressing a voice button opens the file selection display for voices. The file selection display is where you can browse and select content. The same file selection display layout is shared by voice, style, song, multipads and more. Next, press the Menu button to check the menu display. Use the display as a portal to access many of the instrument's functions. To close the current display, you can press the Exit Panel button or touch the X in the top right of the display. To instantly return to the home display, press the Direct Access and Exit buttons. Welcome to this Yamaha discovery video introducing you to playing with styles and one-touch settings. A style provides an auto accompaniment or backing band that includes drums, bass, and other instruments which adapt to the chords you play. Press one of the Style category buttons to call up the file selection display and choose your desired style. Press the Accomp button to turn on the auto accompaniment. The buttons in the Style control area give you quick access to features such as Sync Start, which starts the style playback as soon as the chord is played. Use the panel buttons to select the different sections of a style. Each style includes 3 intros, 3 endings, 4 main sections, 4 fill-ins, and a rhythm break. With every style, you get 4 one-touch settings, a powerful and convenient feature that automatically selects the most appropriate voice, multipads, and effects for the currently selected style. Engaging the OTS link function connects the 4 main variations of the style with the one-touch settings. The one-touch setting automatically changes when you select a different style main variation. Welcome to this Yamaha Discovery video checking out quick song recording. First, press the recording button. There are two ways to quick record your performance: MIDI recording and audio recording. The multi-recording option lets you create a 16-track MIDI song, track by track. For more details on this, refer to the reference manual on the website. Touch MIDI Quick Recording. The instrument is immediately ready to record. Touch Play, Pause, or play the keyboard to begin recording. After you finish your performance and to end recording, touch Stop. Touch Save to name and store your recorded song. You can record the sound of the instrument and a connected microphone or guitar with Audio Quick Recording. Touch Play, Pause to start recording.
Check 1, 2, check. Hello everyone, let's enjoy the show!
Touch Stop to end recording. An audio file is automatically created and given a file name, in this case audio 0003. To play the audio file, press the player button and use the on-screen playback controls.
Check 1, 2, check. Hello everyone, let's enjoy the show!
Welcome to this Yamaha Discovery video introducing you to registration memory. This function allows you to save or register the current panel settings to one of the registration memory buttons for quick recall. When you've set up the voices, styles, and effects just the way you want them, press the memory button to call up the registration memory display. You can choose which panel settings should be saved. When you're happy, press one of the numbered registration memory buttons to save your setup. The button lights in orange to indicate it contains data and is currently selected. You can save all of the registration memories together into a bank. Press both the Regist Bank Plus and Minus buttons to call up the registration bank selection display. Touch File. Select Save, then Save Here. Give your registration bank a name and touch OK. That's it. You've created a new registration memory bank. To recall a registration memory bank, press both the Regist Bank Plus and Minus buttons. Then choose the registration bank you would like to recall from the display. The registration memory settings will be recalled to the panel buttons. As before, when a registration memory is currently selected, the light turns orange. Registration memory buttons which contain data but are not currently selected have a blue light. To edit a registration memory bank, press both the Regist Bank Plus and Minus buttons. Touch Menu and then choose Regist Bank Edit. From here, you can choose to delete or rename any of the individual registration memories making up the bank. When you're done, you can save your edits. Welcome to this Yamaha Discovery video where we take a look at Playlist. Playlist is the best way to organize your registration memory banks into convenient set lists for instant recall during performance. The first time Playlist is opened, a preset sample playlist appears. Press the Playlist button to call up the playlist display. To add a new entry to the playlist, touch Add Record. There are 3 ways to add records. We'll choose Select from Registration Bank. Select your desired file from the Registration Bank selection display. Then touch Add to Playlist. The newly added record appears immediately in your playlist. Press Edit to rename the record and set automatic actions for when it's recalled, for example, loading Registration 1 and opening the score display. Touch Save and then Save here to name and store your new playlist. To recall a playlist, press the Playlist button. Touch the playlist name and then choose the playlist you would like to recall. Touch the name of the playlist record you would like to play, then touch Load. The settings we made are recalled and registration memory number 1 has been selected and the score display opened. To change the order of the records in the playlist, use the up and down controls to shift its position in the list. Then save your changes. Welcome to this Yamaha Discovery video where we dive into the new features of Midi Song to Style version 1.1. If you're new to this application, we recommend watching our How to Use Midi Song to Style video first. The link is in the description. In version 1.1, we've fine-tuned the analysis and conversion technology, meaning your styles will perform better than ever, whether you're using Easy or Edit mode. You might notice some subtle interface updates, like the new locations for beat, tempo, and mixing controls in Edit mode, but if you're a version 1 user, it'll still feel very familiar. Let's explore 3 new features of Midi Song to Style version 1.1. First up, time signatures. Start by clicking Beat. As before, you can set a time signature for your entire style. But now, with the new Section option, you can assign different time signatures to each style section. Once you're done, click OK. We recommend setting the beat before you start selecting style section areas. Next, let's check out the Midi Song information view. In Setting, there's a new option to display Midi Song information. Some Midi Song files contain information to label a point within the song. This can include beat, tempo, chord changes, and markers. Markers can be almost anything, such as marking the start of a new verse or chorus. Select your option and click OK. Your chosen song information now appears in the timeline. This can be useful as a reference when making settings for your style. Heading back into Setting, there's a new checkbox called Utilize Song Meta Events for assigning sections and parts. Midi Song to Style can now read markers and track names. If you use a DAW such as Cubase, you can add markers to your MIDI files, defining positions of the style sections and name tracks to assign them to style parts. Check this box and the software will use data inside the Midi Song file to set up your style sections and parts. If you're not using a DAW, it's better to leave this unchecked. The File menu now offers an Export Marker Template option, creating a MIDI file with supported markers to use in your DAW. Lastly, there's an update to channel part settings. In the Detail Edit window, you can now quickly assign a style part to a MIDI channel for the entire style. Individual assignment is default. This is also where you can revoice the Midi Song file. If your arranger workstation is supported, you can download a voice list from the instrument's product page. Ever find it hard to keep up with chord changes while playing complex pieces? Or maybe you want to focus on your right-hand technique without worrying about the chords. For these situations and more, try the Chord Looper. Just record a sequence of chords. And let it loop, freeing you up to focus entirely on your performance while the Chord Looper handles the chords. up to 8 chord loops in a bank, and create unlimited banks for endless creative possibilities. If you're looking for inspiration, explore a variety of preset chord loops to spark your imagination. With Yamaha's Chord Tracker app, effortlessly extract chords from your favourite audio tracks and transfer them to Chord Looper for use in your arranger workstation. Discover the incredible potential of Chord Looper, an ideal companion for performance, practice and composition. Portamento lets you glide from one note to the next, creating a continuous, expressive sound. It's great for both synths and acoustic instruments. Here's how strings sound with Portamento turned off. Now listen to the difference with Portamento turned on. The crossfade Portamento feature introduces silky smooth transitions between the notes you play. Adjust and fine-tune the Portamento time and velocity parameters to align the sound perfectly with your creative vision. Experience new levels of expression with crossfade Portamento. The first version of Midi Song to Style made style creation simple. With version 1.1, it's even more powerful. It takes any standard Midi file and converts it to a style. Just open the application, then drag and drop in your Midi file. When the conversion is complete, there are 2 ways to get your new style into your keyboard. If your computer and instrument are connected, you can save it directly via Midi. If not, you can save and transfer it to your keyboard using USB memory. You can now play the new style on your arranger workstation. We've seen the easy style conversion is quick but automatic. The edit page is where you can personalize your style, whether it be remixing, setting different time signatures for each style section, or deciding which parts of the song are used to make the style sections, or even which tracks from the song are used in your style. With a Midi connection, you can audition everything you're doing. And when you're happy, save it to your arranger workstation ready to play. The Midi Song to Style application is free of charge, works on both Windows and Mac, and is available for download from the link in the video description. In Arranger Workstation performances, we play chords to trigger styles. Whether you're playing catchy pop chord progressions or diving into rich, intricate jazz harmonies, Yamaha's Style Engine responds seamlessly to the chords you play. But what if you don't know any crunchy jazz or complex chords? This is where the Smart Chord fingering type can help. Play just single notes and Smart Chord creates sophisticated chord types, effortlessly enhancing your performance. To get started, Smart Chord needs two pieces of information: the key signature of the music you're playing and the type or genre of the music. And that's it, you're ready to go. Smart Chord, your single note shortcut to professional, sophisticated chords. Yamaha's voices are renowned for their exceptional quality, and as a part of the Genos family, the new Psr Sx series continues to push the boundaries of a Ranger Workstation sound. We're thrilled to introduce two groundbreaking voice technologies to Psr Sx. The first is an evolution of the super articulation technology being used to produce the beautiful CFX concert grand piano you're hearing now. Instruments often articulate different sounds based on how they're played, like string instruments being bowed or plucked. These articulations are typically available separately as individual voices. Now, for the first time, you can access 4 articulations within a single voice. We call this Super Articulation Plus. You're listening to the new Super Articulation Plus Kino strings. With these strings, the bowed, tremolo, spiccato and pizzicato articulations can be played without changing voices during performance. So how does it work? Besides the main voice, 3 additional articulations can be introduced, using the joystick, assignable buttons or foot switches. For example, with the Super Articulation Plus Kino strings, moving the joystick upwards transitions from bowed to tremolo strings. Assignable buttons 1 and 2 let you switch to spiccato and pizzicato articulations. Explore the range of new Super Articulation Plus voices in the Psr Sx920 and SX720. The second voice technology has previously been exclusive to flagship Ranger workstations such as Genos 2. Making its debut in the SX series, Super Articulation 2 is now in the Psr Sx920. Super Articulation 2 voices set new standards in playability and realism, with articulations and legato joins unmatched in any other hardware keyboard. From the moment you play a note, Super Articulation 2 instantly responds, emulating the intricate characteristic details of real instruments, reacting in real time to every nuance of your performance. Let's dive into what makes Super Articulation 2 so revolutionary. Super Articulation 2 voices use a vast library of samples, each divided into 3 components: a head, body, and tail. The head is the note's initial sound, such as breath or bow noise before the pitch is formed. The body is the central part of the note once the pitch is established. The tail is the note's end, where the musician starts to release it. Whilst you play, Super Articulation 2 dynamically selects the best head, body, and tail. Then, using advanced articulation element modelling, seamlessly joins them together, resulting in an incredibly authentic sound. Notice how Super Articulation 2 responds to the performer, ensuring each note, whether legato, staccato, or with pitch jumps, is richly enhanced with true-to-life articulations. From smooth clarinet glissandos to natural violin vibrato and delicate saxophone slurs, Super Articulation 2 captures every subtle expressive detail. Best of all, there's no need to learn new techniques. Super Articulation 2 automatically adapts to how you already play. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a passionate hobbyist, elevate your musical experience with the unparalleled realism of Super Articulation 2. The new Expansion Explorer application enhances your Yamaha Arranger workstation experience by providing easy access to your favourite content. You can search for and preview expansion content and discover new content with recommendations tailored to your musical taste. Expansion Explorer is your one-step resource for easily installing and managing expansion content on your Yamaha Arranger workstation. The application is compatible with iOS, Android, Mac and Windows. First, we are going to connect to the instrument. To begin the connection process, select Connect your keyboard. The connection wizard will guide you through the setup steps. Connect the instrument using one of two methods, Wi-Fi or wired with a USB cable. To connect with Wi-Fi, ensure that the instrument and device are connected to the same access point. Alternatively, connect with a USB cable. Connect your instrument and device with the cable. You are now connected and set up. The app will remember a connected instrument's information and automatically recognizes it each time you start the app with the instrument connected. Please select your preferred category and area of interest. Choices made here will be instantly searchable via shortcuts on the home screen. You can freely rename your instruments in the app. And also manage 2 or more instruments. Let's check out Search. The first method is to search from the shortcut on the home screen. You will see the search result with one tap. Let's take a look at Style this time. Just tap the play button to listen to a sample. To find out more, just tap the snack bar. Here you can preview any of the style sections. Once you've found the content you want to install, just tap the Install Queue icon at the bottom of the screen. You can add multiple items to the queue so you can install them all at once. If you're not ready to install the content just yet, why not add it to your favourites? This way you can easily access it later should you decide to install it. You can also do a text search using keywords associated with the content you're looking for. Enter a keyword in the text box on the home screen. You can refine your search with the Advanced Search feature. You can narrow your search results by area and tags. And also by tempo and beat. Not sure which style best suits the song you want to play? The app can analyse your audio song and recommend styles to try. You can either browse through the device's music folder or search for audio files stored on the device. Once you've found the content you'd like to install, you can proceed with the installation. The instrument must be connected when installing. If the instrument is not connected, please connect before installation. Tap Connect your keyboard to initiate the connection. To install content from the install queue, tap Install Queue. You can also install content immediately directly from the list. Just tap the download icon on the snack bar. Each item of content is installed to a separate location on the instrument. In demo mode, you can search and preview content without connecting to an instrument. The functions available in demo mode are limited. Expansion Explorer from Yamaha, your one-stop resource for easily discovering, installing and managing expansion content on your Arranger workstation.